Trusting God's timing. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. Welcome to day 39 of Faith for Every Day. Today, we reflect on trusting God's timing. Life often seems like a series of waiting periods, waiting for answers, for breakthroughs, for dreams to come true. But as Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1 reminds us, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heavens. God's timing is not like ours. He sees the full picture when we only see through a small piece. It can be difficult to wait, especially when we feel ready for a change. But trusting God's timing requires faith, patience, and a heart surrendered to His perfect plan. Throughout Scripture, we see examples of those who had to trust God's timing. First was Abraham and Sarah. God promised them a son, but they waited years for Isaac's birth. Their waiting tested their faith, but God's promise was fulfilled. We see that in Genesis chapter 21, verse 1 to 3. Another example is Joseph. He had dreams of greatness, but before they came true, he was sold into slavery, falsely accused and imprisoned. Yet, in God's perfect timing, he rose to power in Egypt. We see that in Genesis chapter 41, verse 41 to 43. Third, we see Jesus himself. He waited until the appointed time to begin his ministry. He moved according to God's divine timeline, not human expectations. We see that in John chapter 7, verse 6. Waiting is never easy, but here are some truths to hold on to when we struggle with God's timing. First, God is never late. His plans unfold at the right time, even when it feels delayed to us. Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 3. Second, delays are often for our growth. Waiting teaches us patience, dependence on God, and strengthens our character. Romans chapter 5 verse 3 to 4. God's plan is always better. We may think we know what is best, but God's wisdom is far greater than ours. Isaiah chapter 55, verse 8 to 9. Maybe you are in a season of waiting for an open door, for healing, or for God's direction. Do not be discouraged. Keep trusting God's timing, knowing that His plans for you are good. As Isaiah chapter 40, verse 31 reminds us, "They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint." Hold on to faith. God is working behind the scenes, even when you cannot see it. Thank you very much for joining us today on day 39 of Faith for Every Day. If you are waiting on God, take heart. He is faithful, and His timing is always perfect. Keep trusting, keep believing, and we will see you again next time for another episode. Stay blessed.